Hello friends, and how are you today? It's so good to see you again. Today we're going to be learning about affixes. A-F-F-I-X-E-S. And affixes are added to the beginning or the end of a word to create a new word with a new meaning. So cool, huh, that we could do that? So we have our, base words, right? Like, I'm just going to go ahead and write it over here. Hopefully you can see it from there. Talk, want, write, cover. Those are all what we would consider base words, okay? So the word cover, we can add an ed to the end of that to make it covered. Or we can also add a un to the begin to make it uncover. Okay, a word like write, we can do an re at the beginning to say rewrite. So you write something the first time, and then your second draft, you're going to rewrite it. You're going to write it again. Okay? So want, we wouldn't put on or re. That doesn't make sense. Re-want or unwant, that doesn't make sense. But we could put an ed at the end of that to make it wanted. But we also could be put an ing at the end of that to make it wanting. Okay? And then also talk, we can add an ed at the end, talked, or we can add an ing, talking. Okay, so those are some examples of affixes. Now, affixes have two different things that fall under it. There are two things that make up an affix. Okay? An affix is a prefix, and that's what we were just talking about at the beginning of the word. Okay? And then a suffix is adding some letters at the end of the word. Okay? So here's two examples of a prefix. You see how I underline re and rewrite? That would be the prefix on this word, rewrite. Now we know write is the base word. You're going to write something on a piece of paper. But if we're going to rewrite it, we're going to write it again. Okay? So we're going to do that same action again. Okay? Again, on this one, you see the base word is cover. Okay? And we're going to add a un to the beginning of that to uncover something. And that actually makes it the opposite of it, doesn't it? We can cover something up. I can cover this marker with a piece of paper, but then I want you to see the marker again, so I'm going to go ahead and uncover that. All right, do you see how it changed the meaning of that word? And remember, prefix, actually pre means before. Think about sports, any of you who are into sports. Preseason baseball, preseason football. Okay, it's the games that are played before the season starts. Pre means before. Okay, so on each of these words, I've underlined the letters I'm adding before the base word to make it, to give it a different meaning. Now, suffix is adding letters to the end of the word. Okay, so in this case, the base word here is the word want. Okay, but then when I add an ed at the end, a suffix ed, it's wanted. It changes the meaning of the word. Same with this word here. Talk is the base word. And a base word is a word that is at its very basic form. You can't make the word any shorter. You can only add stuff to it to change its meaning. So a base word is a word in its most basic form. You can't make it any shorter. All right, so let's look at the word talk. That's the base word. Talking, I'm adding a suffix to it, ing, to change the meaning of it. So we've gone over, and I'll circle them in orange, we've gone over 4 different types of affixes. 2 of them are prefixes, re and un, and I'll circle them in orange. And then the other 2 are ed and ing. And those are suffixes. Those go at the end of words. So re, un are prefixes. the letters ed and ing are suffixes. They go at the end, okay? Let's take a look at what those mean real quick. So, here's the sheet, and I'm going to send you this, plus I'm going to send you a bunch of stuff you can work on so you can get some practice with these. And then you're going to have to, you're going to have to stay with this sheet. You're going to have to keep this sheet out as you're working on everything else. I want you to print this out, and I want you to put it down on your desk or wherever you're working next to you. And I want you to always be looking at this sheet because it's your guide, okay? Oh, I dropped my affixes. All right, here we go. So this is even labeled here. You see how it says prefix, prefix? This one and this one are prefixes. They come before the word. This one says suffix. This one says suffix here. These are the ones you add at the end of the word, okay? So let's take a look at what they mean. When you add an RE, a prefix, to the beginning of a word, it means do it again. I can create something, but then I can recreate it. I can write something, then I can rewrite it. I can send something in the mail, but then I'm going to resend it later. Okay, that means I've done it once and now I'm going to do it again. Okay, so that example, RE means again. RE means again. Okay, and again, it's right here. It says it right here. Un means not. Okay, to cover is the base word. To uncover is to not cover it, right? Think of it that way. Uncover is not cover. I'm trying to think of another example. Let me think of another example. I'll come back to that. But it's basically if something is covered, then it's covered. But if you put UN before it, it's not covered. So UN means not. And I'm sorry, I should have had another example for that. But oh, I have another one for you. Natural, right? This is the natural color of my beard. Okay, if you add a UN to it at the beginning, it would be unnatural or not natural. If we dyed it, ooh, what do you say? Pink. Ooh, that would be crazy. That would be fun. I should do that. I don't have any pink dye, but let me think about it. I don't know. Maybe it'll be a good look for me. So natural, this is the natural color of my beard. See, it has some brown and it has a little bit of gray in it. Unnatural would mean not natural, and that's a prefix I can add to the beginning of a word. Okay, let's look at suffixes. Okay, ed means something that happened in the past. I walk to the store. That means I'm doing it now. I walked to the store yesterday. I already did it. I would like to talk with you. Okay, that could mean something that's about to happen. I talked with you already. Okay, ed, adding that ed is something that happened already. There's so many words. I'm going to turn the corner around this house. That means it's something I'm about to do. I turned the corner when I walked around the house. It already happened. Ed, already happened. It's in the past. The past is stuff that's already happened. The present is right now. The future has not happened yet. Okay? And finally, ing is happening now. I will walk across this room. I am walking across this room. I will look into the camera. Okay? It hasn't happened yet. I will look into the camera. I am looking into the camera. Right? It's happening right now. It's happening in the present. ing, talking, walking. I will sweep the floor. Okay, that means I'm about to do that. I am sweeping the floor. Right? I'm doing it right now. And I don't have a broom. I just had to make pretend. I'm sorry. I wasn't prepared for this. I'm just going with it. I'm winging it. Okay, so you get the idea of that? So, again, affixes are prefixes and suffixes. That's what an affix is. It's these two things. They're prefixes and they're suffixes. They're letters you add to the beginning and the ending of words to change the meaning, or sometimes to change the tense. Is it past? It already happened. It's present. It's happening right now. It's future. It hasn't happened yet. Okay? There are two prefixes, re and un, that we're going to cover. Re and un. And there are two suffixes that we're covering, ed and ing. Prefixes happen at the beginning. Pre means before. Suffix happens at the end. Those will happen at the end of the word, and those ones that are suffixes are ed and ing. It's all right here. Please print this sheet out. Use it on whenever you're working on. You'll see the sheets I'm going to send you. I'm going to send you a good amount of them. They're not going to be super difficult as long as you have this out. And make sure you think about, how is adding this prefix to this word changing this word? Is it changing past, present, or future? Is it saying not to uncover, not cover, unnatural, not natural? Okay, or is it something you're going to redo? Something that you're going to do again, right? Or with ed, it's something that happened in the past, and ing, it's something that's happening now. So what I'm noticing about these suffixes is it's has to do with past, present, or future, right? Or stuff that is happening in the past and stuff that is happening now. Okay, the base word is what's going to happen in the future. I want a new bike. Okay, so think. These have to do with time. And that's something to remember when you're looking at suffixes. Hope this is really loud and clear. I'm going to send you enough work to keep you busy for a few days on this. Have fun with it. If you have any questions, as always, please let me know. I am here to help. Have a great day. See you soon.